Eastern Michigan doing the unthinkable.
Huge potential here.
He gets one, he gets two.
That is beautiful, beautiful fun to back right there.
Up 3-1 Eastern. Looking good, feeling good. Life is good. Nest on a Wednesday night. I've got the handsome El Director,
Thank you very
Zachary
much.
Lewis,
Thank you
with
very
us
much.
today. How you doing, Zach?
Single and looking, yes, yes, absolutely. So yeah, happy to be here. Thanks for the introduction there, Santi. So,
yeah, no problem.
happy
It's gonna be a beautiful night tonight. We've got a nice game today with Valorant EMU, best of 3 against Ohio. That's going to be a great one tonight. Do you have any hopes for today? Anything that you're looking forward to?
Well, I don't want a repeat of Tuesday. I know that we had a different casting crew for Tuesday, so you weren't here. You were watching online, but I was here right behind the players, and that was one of the most stressful nights that I've lived in this role for a long time, since I can remember.
Yeah.
I did not sleep well after our match on Tuesday.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you.
That was so stressful. So,
blame one of our players right there.
yeah, I mean, those guys, they pushed it to the edge. Like, they shouldn't, they shouldn't let these games go that close. You know, I think there's no reason that Bowling Green, if anybody's interested, sure we'll see some highlights later. Like, this team shouldn't ever be as close to us as they were. And I'm hoping that we don't see the same thing with Ohio. I think Ohio's a little bit better than Bowling Green, but again, like, it shouldn't be a very close matchup.
Yeah, no, I think Tuesday night was kind of it was a good one, because I think at the end of the day you want to have those kind of road bumps that test you a little bit, especially when you're on a hot streak like EMU Valorant is right now.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think what the good thing is that EMU has proven now that it's one of the most consistent teams in the league. They have a strong foundation, and those strong foundations, like I said in week 1, those things are what make you win those games tight. Like, when those games are in overtime, you know, you need clutch players to make clutch plays. That foundation of consistency and fundamentals that they have in the game of Valorant, that's what wins you those rounds right there. So, and star players.
Yeah,
so.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about this crew in particular that I think we are so fortunate to have, especially like versus like years prior. No flack to our years prior, but it was one of those things.
I was one of those guys.
like these guys, we just have so much raw talent.
Yep.
That even if we're kind of messing around a little bit maybe more than we should in some of these games, like, we're still gonna win. The confidence is still there.
Yep.
I think that we played against Bowling Green, right? We knew we were gonna win. The guys start playing it almost for practice. You know, we start picking like maps we're not super comfortable on. We pick agents we're not super comfortable on, and the entire time it's like, okay, a little frustrating that we're losing, and I'm getting a little pissed off. You know, I'm like, guys, what are we doing? Like, this is not what we're here to do. But the guys didn't lose an ounce of confidence. You know, which is really cool to see, because so often I see teams start to crumble under pressure, and I mean, these guys, they almost just decided that we wanted the pressure. Yeah. That, you know, if we just go this entire season cruising, and then eventually go against the likes of like Akron or something. Yeah. That, you know, we want to be tested before we get to that point a bit more.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say, and I think it's going to be interesting. I know in the next couple of weeks it's going to be looking kind of interesting with some of the teams that we're going to be playing. So it should be cool, and I think we have the schedule here to kind of see what the teams are going to be looking like for the next couple of weeks for EMU Valorant and the League of Legends. The team is doing okay, little shaky, but, you know, they've got potential. I think they've got potential to do really good. But for this upcoming week, we've got Ohio, and we've got Kent State, and we've got Miami University of Ohio, which, little caveat there, their basketball team is insane right now. They're the only team in the country that has not lost in Division I basketball yet, coming out of the MAC. That is insane right now.
It's
insane.
crazy. I'm seeing advertisements all over campus right now for like, is EMU going to be able to upset Miami in basketball?
We'll see. I will be at that. The game is it in Miami, Ohio?
I don't know.
Because I think if it's at home, I might have to come.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, and this is one of those things that you realize that in the greater world of sports, like, you know, there's this great, fantastic narratives right now of like Miami's making an amazing run in basketball, and Eastern now has this job of upsetting them. And for us sitting here in the esports booth, it's a little different because it's almost the job of Miami to try to upset us now, which is kind of like it's like the other side of the coin that you don't really see as much, because, you know, here in the standings, you don't see Miami at the top. You actually kind of start seeing them towards the bottom, especially in Valorant. I think they may be a little bit better in League of Legends, but Eastern and Akron definitively on top. And Miami, you know, eventually, you know, I think they play Kent first, but Miami's going to have their work cut out for them.
Yeah.
I do think Kent State's not bad at Valorant.
Yeah, they've always done a good job of keeping that, being a league team that's like, or a Valorant team that's always been a good job of having a strong foundation of like players, like a solid like 3 or 2 guys that are always good. So it doesn't surprise me that they're a 3-2 team right now, because I feel like they always have a strong Valorant team.
They do. And I mean, you really see kind of like, I would say the top 2 programs in the ESC have historically been Akron and Ball State. And a lot of esports titles. I mean, almost across the board, if they want to win, they're going to be winning. And they've got the facilities to prove it. They've got the coaches to prove it. They've got the tenure to prove it. Eastern is just now starting to step up in a couple esports titles. Valorant, League of Legends being a couple of them.
Yep.
So you start seeing us and associating us in the kind of the top 3 conversation. Right behind us, though, comes pretty consistently Kent, Ohio, and Bowling Green. And that's true in a lot of these esports titles right now, where it's not just our job right now to beat Akron and to beat Ball State as Eastern. It's our job to not lose to Kent State, Ohio, or Bowling Green, because each of these teams can and has upset the top 3, you know, so they're contenders, you know, and they're dangerous. You know, obviously you start shooting a little bit below them and you're kind of like, okay, well, maybe we're not really at risk as much. We can kind of mess around. But man, when we were running so close to Bowling Green earlier this week, I was scared. I mean, Bowling Green looked good, and Bowling Green right now, not as highly rated as Ohio. So definitely, it's not just a free win that we're getting ourselves into. We have to prove ourselves, because if we don't prove ourselves, Akron is going to do it. Akron's going to annihilate them. Ball State's going to annihilate them. And if we start falling behind, not just in the matches we have with those guys, but the matches that, you know, we
have in the rest of the league.
Yeah, with the rest of the league. That's a problem when it starts coming in playoff time, because we need to be consistent, we need to be dominant, and we need to be undisputably the best.
Yeah. Need to be the Patriots back in the day. You need to be the Patriots. You need to be Tom Brady. You need your players. So
I'm sure we can kind of debate here which of our guys is the closest to being our Brady.
We've got our Brady.
Yeah,
and
who's
the
that?
man is the truth.
The truth?
Will always be the truth.
Okay.
Mr. Wolf and Knight.
Oh,
that boy is the
okay.
Brady. He's the clutch factor in this team. He might not have that captain aspect, but that is a player you're going to decide on every game, every round.
Yep.
He is your player. He is the MVP. Look at that series KDA. Are you kidding me? 55, 37, and 13. I mean, the ACS 266, the ADR 163. I mean, there's a reason why this guy plays for Eastern, and there's a reason why Eastern's on top. It's the truth. I'm sorry.
He is. And this is I will say this is one of the scary things about this team. And I don't really use the word scary very often when it comes to esports teams, but this team is scary for a few reasons. Actually, really for one reason. I'm going to call that reason talent. These guys are, what do you call it? They're good without trying to be good. They're so nonchalantly, like, talented at this game that you don't even, like, look at him right now. Look at him over there on the left. The bro's swinging around.
He knows we're talking about him.
He's chilling out. He ain't got a thought in the world.
Birkenstock, socks.
And I tell you what, he's about to turn around, sit up.
Slightly.
He brought his chair today. That's his chair.
Oh.
He's gonna sit up in his chair. He's gonna lock in, and he's gonna be a demon on these maps. And that's so scary, because every single one of these guys is just like that. Where, you know, like I mean, I've been kind of watching some of these other teams, these other programs compete recently. Watch other streams and stuff, and you know, a lot of times they look a little stressed. They look like they're trying to lock in. They're trying to figure it out. that's never been the case with our Valor team. These guys, they just kind of show up. They're all smiles. They're hanging out. They're having a good time. And obviously, this is but they treat this like a job. But this for these matches here, they just know they got to get their work done.
Yeah.
You know, like they know what they can do. They know how strong they are. And that's why this Wolfenite guy is so terrifying, because he's not trying to be. And that's impressive.
Yeah, and he's even more terrifying on Split, and that's going to be the first pick for tonight. EMU is going to be picking Split, and Ohio is going to be starting on defense. And then Ohio is going to be picking Breeze, which is another scary map for Wolfenite. I don't know if you remember, but 2 weeks ago he was clipping on that. He was clip farming on that map. And on Tuesday, I think they played on Breeze, I think.
They did.
And he was also clip farming on that map. So really, really good map for Eastern to start for the first 2 matches. And then the last map would be Abyss, with EMU also starting on attack for all 3 maps, essentially, with Ohio starting on defense on the second map. So it's going to be great maps. I honestly love Split. I think the map has always been good. I've never really had a problem with the map. And I think it's kind of one of those maps where, depending on your playstyle and your IGL, it can really be just chaotic, or it can be like a breeze, a walk in the park. And I think when you got a guy like Redefy as your IGL, calming, and then you've got almost like a second IGL in a guy like Comfy that is just making side plays by either himself or one other guy, they can make Split their own. And I think they probably do, and I think there's a reason why it's a strong map pick for them to start off the game and really to set the tone against a decent team, a little top 5 team in Ohio, I would say. So I'm excited to see Split. I think it's going to be a great map. And then Breeze, I really like their Breeze. I think their Breeze is really good. It seems like they're very confident. Guys like Lumac and Alec, I think, strive on these long-range maps where they get to attack and be super confident and kind of just go balls to the walls, and really just kind of set their energy towards that team, because you need guys that are just going to constantly be confident and also a little bit arrogant. And guys like Lumac and Alec on the server, they can be those guys for you. So it's going to be an interesting couple maps tonight, and I hope we don't have to see Abyss.
And you know, I've got some ideas here about the maps we're playing, but look at Lomac's second screen here. You know, we always make jokes about how this guy's like an iPad kid.
Oh, he's stimming.
he's stimming. He's locking in right now. This is how it goes. He's got to set up. He's got to get that phone going. You know, he's got to get that the iPad action. You know, and that's his secret for success. Ain't nothing gonna slow him down. And you know, I think that's a great way to really lean into the Split map, because we have to come out with a lot of pressure, because now it's been a while since I played Split myself, but when I played Split, it was really, really defender favored. And, and the pressure that came out of the offense really was going to dictate the pacing of this entire series even, you know, so it's kind of up on EMUs here. Like, I guess it's on us right now to set the tone. And if we're not able to do that immediately, you know, it's going to be a really interesting map to watch.
Yep, no, for sure. And I think you bring up a great point, and I think Eastern's ready for that, because I'm already seeing a Waylay and a Yoru, so the double attack, the double kind of aggressive characters is going to be very important on that attack. I think Eastern's pushing to get a lot of round wins on this first half side with this attack. With this type of comp, you're trying to see maybe 7, 8 rounds on attack is what I would be aiming for if I'm choosing this comp for Eastern, because if it gets into maybe 6-6 or, you know, maybe 7-5, then on defense it's going to be looking a little bit shaky. So I would really like to see an 8-4 round or an 8-4 half for Eastern, because this comp is super aggressive. And it's going to be really, really good for, I think, Alec to make really big plays with the Waylay, get this initial pressure up mid. But also, I think this shows just literally the utmost confidence to pick Split and start on attack against a decent team. That's just oozing confidence, and it's kind of oozing like, my balls are bigger than you. You know what I mean? Respectfully.
As respectfully as possible. EMU Esports official branding, you know.
As respectfully as possible. It's kind of like...
Yeah, but we swinging. You know? It is what it is. You know?
It's like, it's really just, it's kind of like a... I know Ohio was probably thrown off guard. So it's going to be interesting to see, and I think to start off this first round, it's going to be great, because I really like this already set up out of Comfy with putting that wall. We're probably going to see that wall going down a lot of rounds on this attack side. And it looks like Eastern's going to be looking kind of just default here.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is it's going to be really kind of a slow-paced start here coming out from the side of Eastern, and that's okay. You know, we talked about how we have to set the tempo here, but a lot of this map is going to be exploratory. It's going to be a lot of attention, you know, a lot of information grabbing. You do see a lot of information coming out from the side of Ohio, pushing up that Omen. EMU is going to have to make a push here soon.
Yeah, and we're going to see the Yoru being able to find his foothold into Vent. This is going to be really good from the side of Eastern. And should they get to see this Yoru on the Ohio side, they're going to know he is Heaven. But the flank from Ohio comes in. Omen gets one, Yoru gets another. We get the trade out of Lumac. And does he know about the flank? I think he does. Asher is coming here to help. Will Redefy be able to bail him out? And Lumac's going to be able to get one on the raise. And now it's a 2v3 mid. Redefy gets called out, and now it's a 1v3 mid. Can Comfy go to save his boy Lumac, or are we going to see a star play out of Lumac? I think he's going to play it slow here. And do they know he gets one?
Oh,
Hiccup gets 3, and now it is a 1v2. He knows, and Hiccup gets a 4. The early flank out of Ohio on the Omen. That is crazy. Just walk out of the main and get that flank kill. I don't know.
That was dangerous, yeah, and I mean, that's not something that Eastern saw coming from very early. But yeah, pushing the Omen out from B site, that gained so much information, and Ohio knew exactly how to play that round because it was free. It was free. Eastern had no information. They had no coverage coming on that B site, and they didn't execute quickly enough on A. So, you know, Ohio was able to rally up and get a lot more players off of that mid site, or that middle space, and I mean, they took that man advantage all the way home.
The classic is free for a reason. I mean, you can get 4 kills and 2 with a right click and be unskilled. So that was an amazing play by Hiccup right there. Being able to get 4 kills, but now we're going to see the save coming out of the side of Eastern with an aggressive push onto A. We're going to see 5 over here. Waylay is going to be able to get up into Heaven, and I think Ohio is going to be able to read this and rotate over, but Yoru
I don't know. They're kind of pushing all the way.
Yeah, Yoru is looking to potentially go back B. This smoke goes down, and it might get crazy. Fade's going to be able to see 1. They're going to get the spams out, but do they know that 3 are sitting? Waylay goes over. Lumac is looking for another one, but the other wall is confusing them. EMU's going to look to go towards mid. I don't know if Ohio is understanding this read right now. Wow, and Lumac gets 1. He taps him a little bit, but he doesn't get the kill.
Yeah, not quite able to find the pick there. He is going to be, Comfy's going to go down up on the boxes. 2 players down for the side of Eastern, 2 players down for the side of Ohio. It's going to be a pretty close round here, but we are down weapons.
Yeah,
it's not going to be easy to close it out.
Know if they know where this raise is. Backside, that eye is so big right here. He gets the C's. This should be a kill. Nice. And it's going to be a 2v2 on the save round on the side of Eastern. But Hiccup is alive. Does Redefy read this? He gets the, oh wow, he gets the 1. He gets it on a headshot, but he doesn't get him maybe 25 health. And Alec is left with 29 health. I don't know if he's going to read the Hiccup coming over. This guy's just super aggressive. And he's looking for the Yoru. Oh.
Gets it through the wall there, I think.
Nothing, and that's going to be 2 rounds for the side of Ohio. This Hiccup guy is aggressive.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that there's actually a lot of history, between these players even. I think that we actually kind of know some of these guys over on Ohio, and I think Hiccup was one of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
So there's actually some like personal beef happening in this match as well, and I think you know, it's really interesting having players who've played in the ESC for this long. That, you know, these rounds aren't just against randos and on like solo queue. Like, these guys are players that you've known for years at this point.
Yeah.
And seeing Ohio kind of come out here strong first, you know, I mean, that's exactly what you want to see from their side. But now Eastern has a chance to strike back. It should be equal buy here.
Yep. And so we're going to see a full buy, bonus buy from here. The push out from A. They're going to be able to catch Comfy off guard. They know that he's going to be on A side with that wall, and they clear him out very early on. I would have liked to see a little bit, and he was playing very passive, but that is just very unfortunate. The full clear out of the side of Ohio works, but Eastern's going to change and turn up the pace. They're going to be looking to go B here. We have that Waylay up Heaven with the Yoru. This is going to be good. Do they get Hiccup? Hiccup gets Redefy, but the trade out of Wolfenite is big. B site should be free, but they're going to be flooding from the side of Ohio on the B side. Heaven's going to be cleared. Lumac's going to be able to get one. He doesn't get two. He gets right-clicked by the Viper, and now it's a 1v3 for
2v3.
the Truth. 2v3, excuse me. Whaley's going to be backside, and now we have 2v3. They're not going to be able to. They're going to be able to deny the plant. Ohio looking to upgrade their weapons here, and I don't really know about this side from Eastern.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a really, really tight here fight. Wolfenite's actually going to find a pick here, and Alex is going to swing out wide. Not quite going to be able to. Wolfenite's actually the last one here. Going to try to swing out here. Going to try to have to find two, but not going to be able to make it work through the box. And I mean, this is not what you want to see for Eastern coming out. A lot of really interesting strategy coming out from Ohio. Not just sitting stagnant on the defense. They're pushing out. You know,
Yeah.
they're pushing out aggressively, and they're finding Eastern lacking.
I think this Ohio team did their homework. I think they know how Eastern played with this slow, methodic way about the way that they go about a lot of their rounds on attack, and they're reading it like a book right now with these first couple of rounds. They are pushing the pace. They are being very aggressive on these exteriors, and honestly, they're catching Eastern off guard. I don't think Eastern's kind of ready for this, but again, we're going to see Eastern group up towards this B side. This Astra smoke is going to allow for a lot of space from the side of Eastern, and will Hiccup. No, he gets one. He gets traded by Lumac. This is going to be big, and Eastern should have B, but the trade out of Yoru. What a shot from Heaven, and now it is going to be a 3v4. Eastern's going to be able to get the bomb down.
Yeah, Eastern always playing with the man disadvantage here, but we do have the spike down, and finally we get to play a little bit of defense ourselves. There's going to be a little bit of a skirmish here off on the side. Redefy going to find a pick off on the out of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that was amazing, and now we're going to see an aggressive push out of Heaven. Viper clears, gets one, gets two. Comfy is going to go down, and Redefy left. He has the pull, should be able to get off, and he doesn't get that headshot off. And that 2v1 works for Ohio. They're going to be clearing him out. And now it's going to be another round win for Ohio. Eastern still looking for their first round. But man, look at this shot from Hiccup. Gets the one. Lumac just sniping him. And then Redefy with a nice headshot into Heaven. But Ohio, again, they are just playing so fast. Their communication right now has to be on point because these guys are playing to a tempo that is seemingly unstoppable right now. And with that, Eastern's going to have to take a timeout and think this one over.
Yeah, no, this is a hard way to start this series because, you know, we were talking about the context of this game. Bowling Green was our opponent just this earlier this week, and it did not go to plan. I mean, obviously, I don't think the team, you know, they're playing things that they're not as good on, and XYZ, there's a lot of explanation, but that doesn't change the fact that those were really hard matches, and now we're kind of backs against the wall already against another opponent, and that's not something that this team expected coming into this week, and the mentality that this team has to have now has to be rock solid. If we start to slip now, I mean, you know, having what we'd consider an underperformance on Tuesday, followed by what we consider now an underperformance starting this series against Ohio, if we don't clutch up soon, if we don't turn this tide, we're going to be in a really, really tough spot because, you know, Ohio's not letting up. They're playing so well right now, and it's all props to them. It's not like Eastern's playing poorly necessarily. Ohio is up to the challenge. Eastern's got to fight back soon.
Yeah, Eastern's Valorant team, if you can hear them, if you can hear us, your director, you are giving him stress that is unwanted. So if you could turn it up a notch, he'd be much appreciated. Be able to get some good sleep tonight if your boys won.
I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Yes, absolutely, very much.
And now we're going to see an aggressive play outside of B. They flash. Fallout's going to be able to get one. That's going to be a no trade from the side of Alec, but he's trying to get the trade here, but Raze is going to be able to nade, and this should be able to get a jail out of free card. Ray's going to be able to, or Yoru, excuse me, is going to be able to get the pick onto Lumac, but Comfy with the play and the lurk on the A side. This is now on A for free, but the Yoru is going to be holding the long cross. When this bomb comes over, they are going to have to be prepared. Redefy is looking to get space here. Will he get this fight? I don't know. Who's going to fight first? Wolfenite's going to get first contact. Doesn't see anyone. No trades coming out. Fallout's going to be able to get two. Redefy gets killed. That's a third one. No trades again from the side of Eastern. And now we're in a 2v5. and the mistakes are falling together. Alec gets one with the Viper, no plant. Hiccup gets another one, and Fallout with a third that round. That was just very messy, and I don't know if the communication was really there. I understand they didn't have Comfy to put the Viper wall back up, but I don't really know what Eastern was doing there that round.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the playbook necessarily looked like there, because after seeing such a heavy defense and aggressive defense with so many players pushed onto B, you have to know that our presence on A is no longer unexpected. You know, we will have absolutely taken that space, and Ohio expected it. They knew exactly where we were. They knew exactly which site we were having to push onto, and they were just so ready for it. Oh my God.
And an early pick out of Karn or Cam, that was insane on the Waylay. But
Yeah,
Wolfenite
lethal
with the
shooting, I
judge trying to get the clear here and does not find anything, but Comfy is going to be able to get another one on A. This is a consistent play that Comfy likes in A, and I think Wolfenite is prepared. Oh, but Cam reads the vent play and is able to kill out Wolfenite. And now we're going to be pivoting towards B. Lumac and Redefy looking to get here. Lumac with the bomb. He gets it dropped off. He gets killed from Hiccup. And now the bomb's on site B. And it doesn't look like Eastern's going to be able to pick it up. And we've got another 2v5. These disadvantages right now from the side of Eastern are really hurting them.
Yeah, and you got to start thinking here. Do you even contest this round, or are you just trying to play to save? I'm not really sure what the call is going to be. Looks like we're going to see a fight here, and Comfy's going to go down again. Eastern finding no traction at all, and I mean, this is just okay. A little bit here coming in from Redefy. It's not going to be enough, though. I'm not sure. He's got an uphill battle to play. Looks like he's going to try to fight it out. He doesn't have a full buy here, so he's going to try to do as much damage as he can before he goes out.
Yeah, I mean, this was just another map where early picks from the side of Ohio are starting to just hurt Eastern. Eastern's being able to get picked off super early. No trades are really coming out off these picks. I mean, they push up so aggressive outside of B side, and then Lumac doesn't get traded. Or not Lumac doesn't get traded, Alec doesn't get traded on the side of mid. So then you're kind of stuck in this spot where you're not being able to get any solid trades, and now you're starting the round essentially within 15 seconds at a 4v5 disadvantage. I'd really like to see Eastern maybe play together a little bit more. I know that they've been stacking up on some of these sides. Comfy's doing a good job of trying to get his A side, but I think this start on attack is hurting them. But we're going to see a change of pace here, and we're going to go 5 aside towards the side of A. Ohio looking to transition over very quickly. Bomb's going to go down very quickly. No deny. The spams are coming through, but the Eastern's going to be able to get the bomb down within the first 15 seconds. And now the ult comes outside of Yoru, and a Raze ult comes out, and a Waylay ult comes out, and now we have a full 5-on-5 Fledge. Raze is going to be able to get one with her ult. Fade's going to ult onto the site, and now it's looking like a retake for the side of Eastern. Wolfenite going to get one, Lumac going to get two, Wolfenite going to get a third or second, and Fallout's going to be able to get a trade, and now it's a 2v3. It's set up. The delay comes out of Eastern. That's going to be one. Comfy gets one, and again, this is looking like a solid round out of Eastern. The change of pace, the ults, this was perfectly executed, and Mako's going to have to look to just save here.
Yeah, we're going to see if that's going to happen. It's not. And that was so great. That was a perfect adaptation coming to this round. You called it nail on the head. This was exactly what we needed to see from Eastern. Almost every single round up to this point we had lost because we were playing a little too slow. We were getting picked off where we didn't need to be picked off. And by the time we started pressing the trigger for the execution, the round was kind of decided and information was already over. So now that we're kind of leaning towards, this modification where I really love, if they're going to play tempo on you, out-tempo them. You know that's coming. You know they're going to be pressing forward on these sites. Just be ready to hammer them down if they do, or if they don't, take that site ruthlessly. And, that's exactly what we saw on A site. Now, the problem is, obviously, like, if Ohio starts to come through and decides, like, okay, this is how they have to win, and they start planning for it, at least they're going to start being a bit more cognizant around, like, okay, Eastern does have a weapon here.
Yep.
But hopefully we can keep this momentum going.
I think you bring up a really good point of the change of pace, which is really, really good for Eastern, and I think it worked. a lot of ults that had to come out. I think the Lumac, Yoru was able to use his ult. Waylay used his ult. Wolfenite uses also 3 ults on that round win. But also, it was able to trigger Ohio to respond with their ults, respectively. So they used 2 ults. But again, you bring up a really good point of changing the place, changing the pace, and playing aggressive. Sometimes in Valorant, you just need to run it down. Keep it simple, shoot and click, and that is what Eastern did to win their first round, but they need to win a lot more to make this half worth it. And we're going to see a default now coming outside from the side of Eastern. 2-3 towards A. This Viper wall is going to be able to cut them through and be able to get to heaven. But I think Ohio is reading this. They're prepared a little bit, but Fade is going to clear them. Gonna know that there's one up heaven. She's gonna get stunned out. Waylay's gonna fight. Alec gets one and he gets the retrack, and that's gonna be a beautiful job out of Alec to get that initial pick. And I would
look
love
at this.
And this is great.
Look at the macro. Look at the macro. Look at where the bomb is.
Ooh. Comfy's gonna be able to get the trade. Cam gets 2, but it's gonna be perfectly fine. They don't know that this was a fake. Eastern's gonna be able to get to B site for free, but we're going to see some rotates starting to come out from the side of Ohio. I think Ohio is reading this. They're prepared, but let's get this bomb down. Wolfenite going to be able to get another ult orb here. Going to be climbing towards that second ult already. And Comfy going to be able to get another one. Hiccup's going to get a pick off of. And now they're going to flood B site because they only know one's on site. But Wolfenite reads as he gets one. He gets the 2. And such
the truth.
The truth. What a great play by Wolfenite to be able to wrap around site. Slightly bait his teammate, but it works out anyways. He gets the kills. It was worth it. And what a crucial play. It looks like Eastern is picking up and gaining some momentum. Look at this 2-piece chicken McNuggets. Boom! The truth is back.
Fries.
And fries, if you want them. And now it's going to be 2 rounds. Eastern needs to tie this up. If they want a good half out of this attack side, they need to get 4 more rounds. I know it's hard. Go round by round, but they need to get 6. This is going to be a tough side on defense if they do not get 6. But now we're going to be seeing aggressive again from the side of Waylay and Alec. I love this aggressiveness. He's going to be able to step back, but clearing that B exterior alone is perfectly fine. They need to be able to find out if they're going to be getting challenged. And this is perfectly fine. Comfy is reading for the exterior on A. Eastern is going towards mid, but they're looking like they're going to be able to go towards an A split, and now they're going to be able to run into this race on a save.
It's a 5 versus 2 on this A site. Eastern is cleaning up house, and there's going to be an Omen teleport over. Eastern's going to be pincered here. Are they going to get the bomb down on time? I'm not sure.
And the blind from Hiccup is going to be able to delay so much. Eastern's going to be a crunch down on him. Alec is staying alive and getting picks. Redefy gets another one in the trade from off of Fallout. And Cam looking for 1. Redefy gets 2 that round. That was such a great job. Alec playing with so much composure. He gets blinded by the Hiccup, and he waits for his teammate, does not bait too hard, and then gets the kill on this Hiccup. That was such a big play, and I love this A split out of Eastern. Waylay just playing so aggressive right now and starting these rounds off so well. Alec is doing such a good job of starting this team up right back again.
Yeah, no, I mean, the mystique, the mysteriousness, the aura even that Ohio brought into this series, is it gone? I'm not seeing it anymore. You know, I think Eastern's starting to come back, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. It only takes one straw to break a camel's back, you know, and I think that straw may have already been dropped.
Yeah, Eastern's doing a great job, and again, now we're seeing more pressure, but look at the side of Ohio. They're going to be able to clear out A side. This is a lot of information, but Alec does not give a damn. He's going to be able to get the pick off of on B, and it doesn't matter if you clear out A's exterior. We have the B site. This is going to be a play, and another pick from Alec. Alec is playing out of his mind. He has woken up, and now Cam's going to be able to get a trade onto Lumac, but Comfy's going to be able to get the trade. I don't know if they know about this flank from Flitz. Please do not knife my IGL. That is disrespectful. Please, okay, he only gets the kill. That was perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. And now it's going to be a 2v2 out of the side. Wolfenite's going to be able to get 1-1, and now it's going to be 2v1. Flitz is going to be alive. He has nowhere near this ult. He's going to be able to get an upgrade to the Vandal, but you have the truth on the other side waiting for you around this box, and you're not ready. Alec is going to be able to get 3, and Alec is turning up. There's a gear that we have not seen from Alec in a little bit, but he is showing it right now. He is waking up this side of Eastern.
Yeah, do you hear that? You hear that?
I hear it.
That's boss music, baby. It's boss music. Alex has entered the building. He's ready to take over, and it's just not even close. You know, when this guy he's woken up. You know, he's woken up, and it's just like Japan. You know, they took us down a little bit. You know, took us a few ships. We're about to nuke him. He's dropping a nuke. Hey, that's history. That's history.
That's great history, American history, if you ask me. But this is Alec right now. It's Alec's game, and Ohio is just looking for something right now. They're caught in disarray. They don't really know where to put the pressure, and they're instantly rotating towards the side of A. And Eastern is just putting the bomb down on the backside. They're trying to find pressure. They're trying to find spaces. Right now, they're just looking for it. And Lumac's going to be able to get a disrespectful pick on the fallout. And Waylay says, never mind, let's just push these guys. We get the ult out of the Wolfenite, but they're holding heaven. Comfy is big. Smoke goes down, gets one, doesn't get another one. Cam gets a trade,
yeah.
and now the side of Ohio is going to be able to flood into heaven. But we have a flank from Redefy, a deep flank, some may say, a little bit too of a deep of a flank, but he's just going to be able to smoke off site and give his teammates some time. But Ohio is ready. They are ready, and I don't know if Eastern's prepared for this.
They're going to be trying to sneak out as a little group here, all three of them. But are they going to be going into the grinder? They're going to get shot up real bad, and oh my god, only one player remains. Actually, no, he's gone. Eastern's coming back 6-5. This is exactly what we want to see, and the modification has really stuck. That we saw the exact same thing happen. We pushed really hard on another site, you know, and again, Ohio does exactly what they were doing to kind of beat us up in the first few rounds, where you know they push out too aggressive, and then all of a sudden now we're punishing that. So you know we're taking a lot of space, and it's uncontested, and you know we're getting a lot of rounds off of it. We're getting a lot of traction. So
beautiful
props
rounds.
to EMU.
Beautiful rounds, and right now I just have to give all credit to Alec. He is waking up and setting the tone right now. He's almost unstoppable. Fallout's going to try and get a pick on him, but he just swings. He does not care. Alec is on top of the world. He's 10-9. Mind you, he started very negative to start this round, and he is bringing the energy back, looking for some spams. But again, Eastern is just looking for some information, clearing out these exteriors, stuff that they were not doing in these first couple of rounds. They're doing now, but Lumac is going to change the pace. He's going to ult and look for some information. They're going to know heaven, but this smoke, I don't know if they're going to read the raise, but Alex is going to be able to get one, only gets two. The raise is going to be able to get the bomb towards mid, and Viper's going to insta-ult. Wow, and the spams out of Comfy. That was a great job. Another one from Lumac, and now the crunch from the side of Eastern, 3v2. And Hiccup is looking to play aggressive. They're going to play outside of the smoke. This is an interesting play out of Ohio, but it's going to work. Hiccup gets one, Cam gets another one, Alec gets the trade, and it's going to be a 1v1. The spams, he hits him a little bit. He has the retrack. He's looking. Cam's going to play out. He hits him! And Alec gets a third. He is waking up. The X factor right now for the side of Eastern.
Was that a pixel? I think that was just a pixel, man. He flicked on a pixel. That was quick. That was lightning quick.
And check out this 1v1 replay. Alec with the shorty. Oh, man, making Cam his shorty. Wow.
Boom, baby. Yeah, that was nice. That reminds me back when I was young. You know, I was quick.
Don't give yourself too much praise there, Alec. I don't know. I really don't know if you were like Alec, but okay.
Yeah,
you are the director. We'll listen to you. Maybe you're right.
You know. I mean, hey, it just reminded me of the glory days. You know, like, you know that's talent right there.
Yeah, I mean, that was just an insane play. I love that Ohio tried to change the pace there, playing so unorthodox with that Viper ult. I think it honestly hurt them, and just a nice little smoke from Comfy. But that play out of Ohio was a little bit too much. They did a little bit too much there, and it just didn't work. And now we're going to see a tied up. Eastern's going to go to the side of defense, and we're going to start an attack. Ohio playing super aggressive on this attack side. They're going to start 5v5 and just go straight into heaven, taking complete, absolute control, with Waylay having to come for one, get two. Wolfenite and Alec being able to get two here on this 2v5, and Wolfenite's going to try and get away. Is he going to be able to get some help? Lumac is here for the backup, but Ohio is now stuck in heaven. It is a 5v3. This is such a good job. Those initial picks from Eastern Eastern was able to make them take a step back and really rethink their thoughts. And now Ohio has to look to rotate, but Comfy's here in mid, Redefy's here in mid. Comfy gets one. The trade comes out from Cam, playing phenomenal this game, may I say. And Lumac looking to get one here on the cross. He gets one. He might get two, and he does get two. The first shots are coming out. Eastern's looking amazing, and it's going to be a 7-6 round. Eastern taking the lead for the first time of this match.
Yep. Lumac is stemmed up. It was the Minecraft man. It was the Minecraft drop videos. He's hitting headshots. He's hitting shots. He's locked in. He's locked in. There's nothing that's going to take him off that rail card, you know? I mean, like, he's ready to mine blocks. He's ready to top heads. You know, I mean, this is the modern era. This is the modern gamer we're witnessing. Lumac is absolute perfection. He's redefining what it means to win, and I'm all here for it.
Yeah, he's doing a great job to change up the pace and change up his KDA, and now he's looking for an aggressive play on the B with the Outlaw. Doesn't get a pick, but it's going to know that the Omen is there, and now we're going to see an aggressive push, kind of a default, into this mid side. Comfy's aware, and he's going to be able to delay a little bit of this, but Eastern has to be careful here. It's a save from the side of Ohio. You don't want to give up too many rounds, but the spam from Alex is going to be able to get pushed. They have to be aware of this raise nade. And Hiccup's going to look for one. The trade from Alex is going to be great. Twitch's Redefy is going to be able to get another one, and Mako going to be able to get a trade here. Ohio's going to be able to get 2 picks here. This is like not bad for them for a 2v3, but Alec doesn't care. He's going to be able to get another one. And does Wolfa Knight know that this guy is lurking here? Cam getting a lot of picks this round. Oh, and they're going to just cross by the wall. It's going to go down. Does he clear him? And he gets right through. Oh, man. I don't think he knows at all. And now he's retracting back. He's going to go towards Vent, and that is insane. They walk by each other. We call that Valorant timing.
Yep. Yeah, it is Valorant timing, but will it matter? I'm not sure. I mean, surely here we start peeking the spike. We know exactly where it has to be. Oh my God, the timing is so crazy,
and he has an Outlaw. He has to be careful.
Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough. Great job from Alec to shut down that save round that could have gone potentially very bad mid. Being able to get those 2 picks was really good for Ohio, but Alec being able to shut them down and also being left hanging from the stimmer. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's not stimming anymore. Actually,
he's calmed down.
He's calmed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's locked in.
I think the stimming was a little too much. Maybe he needed to calm down, focus a little bit.
Well, he's into it now. He's like locked in.
Flow state.
Yeah, he's flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like water. He's like melting away. You look closely enough, you know, slowly. He's actually becoming liquid. You know, it's like, yeah, he's becoming air itself.
And now we're going to be going back into the round here again. This should be now an even buy with a bonus on the side of Eastern. And Eastern looking to play a little bit aggressive. Redefy with the judge towards B.
We must see a bug here. I don't see any weapons on the side of Ohio, but there are. There definitely are.
Yes.
Lumac just figured out that the hard way.
Yeah, he did figure out that the hard way. They do have a buy here, a full buy. And Eastern is going to be on a low buy here or a bonus round. And we're going to see that Eastern's going to be able to get the pick, or Ohio's going to, get the pick onto A with this Viper. Cam been playing very good this match. Yeah. And now because of that pick, Ohio's going to read into it, and I think they're going to just play this simple. Hey, we got to pick A. Let's go A. But Eastern is ready. And now they're going to be walking out. This is going to look like a 5v4. And I think Ohio took a little bit too long. Eastern was able to rotate most of the majority of their players. And now they're going to be able to get this crunch. Even if Alec doesn't get one, they're going to be able to get flanked. And they're not going to even go heaven. They're going straight to sight. This could be a potential. But Alec doesn't get one. Yoru is now going to be able to get a pick. The trade out of Comfy gets good. He's going to be able to get an upgrade. Do they clear this Hiccup guy? Wolfa Knight needs to get this clear on this left side. He gets him with the Prowler. He's going to be able to get picked off. Comfy looking to get one, but Hiccup doesn't get him, and Hiccup's going to be able to pick him up. And now no trade from the side of Wolfa Knight, and it's going to be a 2v4 from the side of Eastern. This is looking really good. Wolfa Knight going to be able to get one with Outlaw. Redefy with the judge doesn't get one.
Ain't no way you're picking that.
This is good for the side of Eastern. They're going to be able to crunch him down. Wolfa Knight looking for one. Oh, and doesn't get one. Raze gets the other, gets the trade, and Redefy left with a judge, and that's a tough round. The 3v1. Ohio being able to finally bounce back. That is their first round win in 7 rounds.
It is. It absolutely is. But, you know, that just preaches. That goes to show, even though Eastern has momentum here, even though I would say on a neutral day, our neutral day, their neutral day, we're the better team, these guys are still dangerous. They can still take rounds. I mean, and there's not much that's going to stop them from doing that. And Eastern's got to continue to play respectfully. We got to continue to play dominantly. You know, that's a weird line to play. You know, that's a weird line to run. But you cannot just leave these guys to their own devices because they will turn it around on you.
Yeah, and again, Eastern going to be looking for some early picks here from the side of Redefy, looking to just pick off Hiccup and playing a little bit over-aggressive here, just looking for somebody. He's going to be able to get tagged up, and now Redefy is going to be on half health, just struggling right now with this game, 5-11, and having a little bit, it doesn't matter. Fallout's going to be able to get a pick on a Wolfenite. Very strange there. That aggressive, slow play on the A is starting to work. That's the second time they get a pick there. Eastern's going to have to be careful here, and Comfy playing his own aggressiveness mid.
Yeah, this is a good look. Hopefully, a lot of people are about to be swinging on him, though, so at best, he's probably going to get one. I'd be really shocked if he gets two. He's not going to find any.
And the Prowler, I think, threw him off. He should have gotten that kill on the fade there, but it does not matter. Mako getting another pick, getting closer and closer to that ult, and now it's a 3v5 for Eastern and Ohio. And this is going to be an interesting round. I think they're going to go towards Lumac. He's the only one here. Yep. If he doesn't get an early pick, this is going to be a tough round for him.
And this is the great thing about EMU. Even though we're down a few players, we have the raw talent to find some great picks. Lumac's trying to even the odds here, and this is the power of Eastern. Rounds like this are not lost. We're going to see that Eastern's trying to push on here with a man disadvantage. Looks like we're going to flash out here in a moment. And if this flash goes our way, I mean, the emotional damage that will be dealt to the side of Ohio will be monumental. This is not a round they can afford to lose.
Yeah, this is great. And Redefy is going to be able to get another one here. Now we're turning this into a 3v3. They have to be prepared for this box. But Waylay's just going to go in, and he gets one. Mako gets two, though, on the flank. And that was big from Mako. Alec, 5 health. This is a really hard round to win. He has to just try and defuse this bomb. But I don't know if he's going to be able to have time. He gets one. He's going to be able to get half. Then he gets two. He's going to be able to have it, and Alec is playing out of his mind. He gets 3 there. That is an unwinnable round. A 0.01% chance of winning that round.
Well, was that a win or was that a loss?
No, that was a win. He defused it.
Was a win. He cut it off.
Yes.
Oh,
when you have a player like Alec being able to make top 0.1% plays, can we get a replay of this? This was amazing. Gets the bomb at half, and then he's able to get the pick with the headshot and gets another one. What? That was amazing. That is a play that should never happen in any world. That should never happen. But when you have guys like Alec on your team and that are just stupendous, oh my God, I'm out of breath looking at that. That was insane.
And this is the same thing I was talking about before this game got going. The scary thing about this team is that they are effortlessly lethal. And it doesn't matter if you've killed one of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, or even 4 of them. There is always such a significant clutch factor with any single one of these players that you can't sleep on it. You have to play every single round all the way to the end perfectly against EMU. And if you don't, we're going to just take all of you out. That's the great thing I've seen time and time again. We'll go down a few picks here and there, but one player will always clutch up. And I swear, I've never seen those with a Valorant team. The sheer amount of clutch factor that comes out of these players, and we're seeing it from Alex tonight. I mean, it is odds defying. It's jaw dropping, and hopefully, it's going to be the material that wins Eastern its first ever MAC championship. That's our goal, right? Yeah,
that is the goal. And looking right now, they're one step closer because that is a great play. But Eastern just playing super aggressive here mid. They know they're on a save, and Redefy is going to be able to get one. Wolfenite gets another. Lumac gets a 3, and that's a clear out on the aisle of 7. Wow, Eastern just cleaning these guys up and making them look like lunch meat.
Yeah, and I love lunch meat, you know?
Yeah, we know you do.
yeah, I mean, if you can't tell by looking at me, I mean, it just happens. I love to see rounds like this, I mean, it doesn't just make you hungry, it makes you love the game, and Valorant is just such a phenomenal game to watch, especially when teams are like this. Whenever they get backed against the wall and they've got no money, they're going to try some crazy stuff, and Eastern was sitting there ready. And, that speaks to discipline, that speaks to game knowledge. These guys have all the basics. They have all the basics, and there's not a lot of collegiate teams that do. These guys have practiced for so long, and they work for so many hours every single week that just seeing every little detail come into fruition is just great to watch.
Yeah, they're doing a really, really good job here setting the tone on this defensive side. And even though they struggled on attack, it does not matter at all. This defense is looking crispy clean as they go up 3 rounds on the side of Ohio. And now it is looking like a full buy from the side of Ohio.
Yes.
Both sides are going to have a full buy, and we're going to be a slower pace. Eastern's going to be able to get a lot of exterior push outside from B. And I don't know if Ohio's ready. They're going to have to clear this heavily with this Prowler.
We're pushing up slowly here on the side of Ohio. Gonna make some early contacts here. Do they know that Lumac is here waiting? I don't think so. Oh, but it's not gonna matter. They actually sussed them out. Lumac's gonna drop man disadvantage for the side of Eastern, but really, for every single player that you have on defense, it's just so powerful.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter if you drop one player. Having 4 is more than enough to win a round. Gonna be defending up this bit here with a shotgun. That can be pretty dangerous.
Wow.
That's one.
Comfy doesn't matter. He's playing a great ratty position there.
Yeah, they don't even want to chest him. They don't even want to test him.
That Bucky is just very dangerous in vents here. But Redefy is here. We saw him. He's going to be able to get one. Gets to another one. Wolfknight's going to be able to help him out. And now this is going to be looking perfect for the side of Eastern. That was such a good shot, but he reads him. Comfy with the vac. That was insane, and he gets the one
tap to cap it off.
Wow. And these shots, Eastern is looking gross.
Yeah, I mean,
man. And we got a little stank face from Comfy.
Yeah, a little stank face to top it off. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see from this guy. You know, not only is he comfy in the vents, he's comfy with his expressions. You know, and I mean, he is going to be decimating. He's just decimating this entire Ohio roster.
Look at that one tap.
Oh. Okay, we gotta be careful now. Hey, we're giving history lessons. We're giving lessons in emotion. You know,
Yep.
It's great. It's great out here.
Yeah, we're having fun. The boys are having fun. They're up 11-7 right now, and Ohio has not figured it out. It doesn't matter if they call the timeout. Right now, they are just struggling to find their tempo, and Eastern is doing such a good job.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but Eastern is so close. I don't know if they know that the bomb is down. Does Ohio mean to do this? But I think they did because Hiccup, I think, had his ult. Maybe they wanted him to ult towards A, but now the bomb is on the other side of the map, and they're just fighting Eastern. And yeah, this is just a terrible round. It's match point.
Wow.
That was a very interesting round. I don't think Hiccup was supposed to die there.
No,
I think him dying pretty much lost them the round because the bomb was all the way on the other side of the map.
Yeah, and they couldn't back away.
4 guys towards A.
They couldn't leave. If they left, they were going to be exposed on their crossover. There was almost nothing. They threw all their eggs in the basket of, okay, we pretty much lost the round. Let's just do a Hail Mary play.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out.
Did not work out. And now they're looking at a match point. Eastern, to be reminded, if you're just joining us, Eastern was down 6-0 to start this match. And Zach was over here thinking about his life. He was having an existential crisis.
Writing an email.
And now we're looking at a match point from Eastern 12-7, and they're playing so good and aggressive. Lumac with another aggressive push onto the exterior A. And now Ohio doesn't really know what to do because they're starting again. They're starting to look like Eastern on the attack. They're starting every round at a disadvantage on a 4v5. And Comfy's going to be able to get some contact here mid and Heaven. And Raze is going to ult here, going to go towards site, trying to look for Comfy, but doesn't get one. Alec gets 2, gets the retrack, and mid is going to be looking in disarray. Lumac gets another one, and that should be the game.
Destruction incarnate. Alexander coming out with a clutch.
Eastern. And what a dominant performance from Alec, topping it off with a 3K. Wow, what a comeback from Eastern.
What more can you ask for? I mean, you know, these guys, they made me sweat a little bit at the beginning, but I feel like that's what they like to do.
Yeah.
I think they don't like me very much. You know?
I don't think they like me either because I think I'm going to have to wipe my chair after that game.
Yeah, they're putting years on us, man. What's going on?
Insane. I was stressed out. And honestly, if you're watching this at home, you're probably stressed out too. So we're going to keep it nice, quick, short, and simple.
Yep.
Eastern up 1-0, and we'll be back after this break. hello, hello, and we're back straight into Agent Select on the map side of Breeze, and we've got Eastern playing attack again, as I said earlier in today, and we've got Ohio playing on the defense, and we're gonna see some instant lock-ins already from the side of Ohio. They're going to be picking double smokes, which is pretty common on a map like this, with the Harbor and the Astra. I like that. A little bit different from what we typically see with the Viper and the Astra. I think that's a little bit more of a flex kind of comp out of the side of Ohio. Maybe they're trying that out. Maybe they've been testing this, and maybe it looks like it works. I think the Harbor with the temporary wall, sometimes it could be a little bit interesting, so that's why we tend to see a more consistent pick on the Viper. But it'll be interesting to see how they do with the Viper or with the Harbor and kind of what they can mix up with a couple plays. And then they have the Yoru and the Jet, which is interesting. I think the Jet pick is a little bit outdated, but, you know, I could be wrong. And then a typical Sova pick. And then on the side of Eastern, it looks like we're going to be getting more of a more consistent modern-day comp now on Breeze, where we've got the Astra, we've got the Viper. Got to always have Sova on this map, and then we've got the Neon and the Yoru. This double kind of duelist comp is kind of a little bit more common on this map, so a little bit more of a common modern style pick on Breeze for the side of Eastern. And now we've got kind of for Ohio, it's a little bit kind of outdated, kind of not. With the Jet pick, I think the Harbor pick, people think it works, some people like it. It's hard to make it work. I think you got to play like really, really well with your communication and timing with the Harbor, because a lot of times the Harbor, because his util is only up for a certain amount of time and it's very temporary, if you don't play very consistent and on point with the timing to it, it just becomes useless.
Sure. Yeah, no, this is a map that we played just this week on Tuesday, and this was the second map that we played against Bowling Green. And I remember us going to like double or triple overtime here. And it was terrifying to do that. And I remember thinking, okay, well, this is something that we haven't played a lot of. This is something kind of new, whatever. But we're trying it again, you know, and this is their pick against us. I think they saw what happened earlier this week, and they're trying to weaponize it against us now. I think we've got a lot more reps on this map now, and it's time to execute. It's time to change whatever allowed us to not do super well last time.
And we're going to see an aggressive play already from the side of Eastern. And Ohio's going to be flanking very, very fast. Wolfenite's going to be able to get the trade, but do they know about this flank? Jet's going to be able to get one, and now we have a full flank crunch from the side of Ohio. But Eastern being able to push out. Alex is going to be pushing out on the exteriors. Hiccup and Alec going to be meeting each other, while the other team is going to be pushing on the exterior. Alec going to be able to get the trade, and now Ohio's going to be flooding in from the main side. They're going to be able to get 2 picks here. Alec left in a 1v3. This is a tough one. Gets one. He's going to be able to get it half. Does he get the trades? They get the trade. And Ohio looking for round 1, starting off again with the round win 1-0. They win their pistol. That was a great execution from the side of Ohio. Very quick flank.
Fantastic. Yeah. No, I mean, it's a lot of combat, a lot of pretty quick movement, you know, coming here on the pistol round. You know, you have to see it, you have to expect it. And, you know, seeing Ohio kind of come out on top there, a little unfortunate, but, you know, nothing new. So, yeah, as we move on, excited to see what Eastern can do.
Yeah, no, I think they do. They're doing a really good job here, doing a great job of just setting the tone, putting the pace, and now here, we're going to be looking, Ohio Outlaw going to be doing a good job. Gets one, gets another, and Lumac going to be able to get a trade. The save round, that's a really good pick for them. And now they're going to be able to slow it down here. Outlaw from Lumac doesn't be able to get the pick onto the Harbor. Redefy looking to get one, and he's going to get picked off. And now we just got Comfy with the scout. It should be an easy round win for Ohio, but you got to be careful because Comfy knows how to shoot with that scout. Gets one. Gonna look for another, but I think this Yoru is prepared. He's gonna be able to get the upgrade on the Guardian. They gotta be careful here. Comfy with this Guardian is snappy, and he's prepared. The drone comes out. Oh, and the wide swing out of Yoru.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be enough there. I mean, that was a good upgrade. It was a good push in, but you're playing with a man disadvantage, you know. And Eastern having lost that pistol, the probability of winning that next round almost negligible. So. This is our time to make a difference. This is our time to kind of see something new happen. You know, with better guns, better opportunities, pistols, equal rounds, all these things don't really matter, I think, in the long term to this series. So now I think we start to see the real contest begin, where teams have money, and the plays that have been designed meticulously need to start coming out and to bigger fruition. So looking forward to seeing that happen.
Yeah, they're doing a great job here, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see with this upgraded round, upgraded weapons, how they're going to go about this round. Eastern's going to be playing a little bit slower, and I'm very interested to see why Ohio's giving them so much space around the map. I mean, they're sitting on A side really backed up. B side, they're playing a little bit closer, but Eastern's going to be able to pretty much walk up mid for free with this a little bit, and now they're going to get a little bit of contact. We're going to get some tags out of Redefy onto the Jet or onto the Yoru. Some funds out. Alex going to be pushing Mako. Gets
Fantastic
the kill.
pick.
No trades out from the side of Ohio, but never mind. Jet's going to be able to get the pick with the Outlaw, but D gets traded by Comfy. And now we're running into a 4v3 for Eastern. That was a great job from Eastern to get some early picks, but guys are weak. Lumac, one shot. And honestly, it's more of a 3v3 if you ask me, because you could tickle him and it'll go down.
Yeah, and we don't like tickling here. It's time to push on to A site. We're getting really, really close to being flanked out here by the side of Ohio, so we got to move quickly, get this bomb down. Comfy going to find the pick, but the bomb is going to go down. Eastern's going to have to find themselves in a new position in this 2 versus 2 situation. 1 versus 1 coming from Comfy, and it's going to go our way. Now Eastern find themselves with the advantage. Not quite yet, though. Every player that gets a kill ends up finding themselves down. It's going to be a Lumac versus Cam situation. Who's going to come out on top?
And a 1v1 from Lumac. He peeks over, but the weakness, the 10 health, is not enough. Cam gets the kill and silences the haters, and he's going to get another round win.
Yep.
Man, Ohio's starting off hot again. 3 rounds straight.
They have been, and you know, we talked a little bit with the team in between this previous round and this round here, and the previous map and this map, and you know, I'm sitting here stressing out. We were down 6 rounds to start off that last map. We ended up bringing it back really strong, and you know, I'm like, oh my god, that was so stressful. The players come through. Nah, man, we were in control. Like, that was okay. Like, we knew it was happening. We knew why we were losing. We just had to make some adjustments, and it was going to be cake from there. So I'm sure that that's exactly where they're at right now. I'm just interested to see what those adjustments are going to be.
Yeah, and I think they're making an adjustment right now, playing again aggressive on this A push, going back to that first round on the pistols, playing super aggressive. I don't know, they don't get the pick. They get the trade. Wolf Knight's going to get one, Hiccup's going to get another one, Yoru's going to get one more, and now it's going to be a 4v3 again for Eastern, and they're not going to be able to get the trades. The drone's going to be able to see one. They should be able to tag out Wolf Knight here and realize that he's on site by himself. He's going to look to shock to break. Wolf Knight has to stay alive here and draw out as much time for this flank from Redefy. He's going to be able to push over from this harbor wall. Comfy going to get picked off. Wolf Knight. Comfy's going to be able to sit in a corner, and they're already going to get on the bomb. Eastern has to be careful here. He's going to be able to get the full pick off.
2 versus 2.
Comfy gets one, gets another one. Redefy gets 2 there with the revolver, and Comfy there with the classic, and a 2v4 from Eastern cleans it up. Wolf Knight got picked off early, but you've got both of your guys with smokes. Yep. Redefy being able to delay the defuse with the Astra Pool, and then Comfy being able to get 2 picks with his classic and his scout, and then the share shots from Redefy were just insane. Great round from Redefy there.
Yeah, that was dangerous. That was really, really great to see, because Eastern had no right winning that round. We had no right. And we did it anyway. Yep. And I mean, to see the momentum shift this early on, we're not losing just 6 rounds. We lost 3. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen now as we start pushing forward onto the B site. Once again, this seems to be our home. We really, really favor this side of the map. Gonna push out here through the middle site. 3 players gonna make an early contact here. Lumac gonna find a great pick. Gonna be traded out here for Alexander. Gonna be flashing out, jumping. Gonna get traded 1 for 1. It's a 3 versus 3 situation left on the map here.
And that is just a great job. Eastern putting the respect, slowing it down, not just running down B side again, clearing and getting the site or the side of mid, making sure to clear that out. But it comes at a cost, losing Lumac and Alec. But they're able to get the Jet and the Yoru. Both dual assists on both teams are down right now. So it's going to be a very more of a slow and methodical round now with these plays that they're going to have to be making. But Eastern already being quick and being proactive moving towards the side of A after losing some kills and losing some players on mid, and now they're just going to be able to look. They've taken the time. Now they're going to make Ohio think where are they going with these smokes, and they can really play around. I think they're going to be able to catch this Astra off guard. Comfy reading this, but he's not going through, and the bait and switch is going to work. Comfy's going to be able to flank them. They're not prepared. Eastern's going to get the bomb down.
Fantastic.
Comfy gets one, and now it's a 2v3. That was an insane job. He gets the ult, and Eastern looking to secure this round.
Yeah, the brains coming out here from the side of Eastern. This has got to be a call from coming in from Steven, Aridify.
Big brain man over there.
Yeah, this is huge team leadership coming in.
Mega mind over there.
And Eastern's going to find themselves with a great position on the map here. 3 defenders versus 2 attackers coming from Ohio. They've got to push into an ult, and I don't think there's going to be much hope for them here. Oh, no contact being found.
The corner. He gets the kill. Wolf and Knight always prepared. Comfy swings out, doesn't get one. I think there's a little bit of whiffage there, but it's okay. Redefy's ready. Far away. Gets the one tap.
Wow.
Man, Brainiac, he's not all brains. He's got a little bit of skill. He's going to be able to get the one tap. Redefy is igniting. I think he is starting this round off hot.
Absolutely. You could smell his aura all over that round. Just like, you could smell like if your dog takes a crap in the living room and you're in the kitchen.
Yep.
You smell that crap. You know what's going on. His aura was everywhere. He dominated that round from strategy to shots. I mean, that was his round. He took over. He controlled everything. And, I mean, he's taking your attention up. You cannot... You can't take your eyes off him.
And I think a round like Breeze, it is very important for players like your IGL and your smokers to be playing in your controls to play very well. But Eastern, again, with this aggressive pushing, they are just going to be able to walk out on an A site for free. Nothing from Ohio. We have some flanks coming in from the Astra and the Jet. But again, Eastern getting the site for free. But can they hold it?
Can they hold it has been the question, and the answer so far has been yes. They've got a great track record from this position. Ohio's going to be pushing in. The strike is going to be coming soon. We're going to see some flashes, some smokes come out. Trades coming in soon here, 1 for 1.
And now Eastern's looking to get one. Comfy's going to get another one. A Jet's going to get one, but Alex is going to be able to get the trade. And now it's a 2v3. He gets the blind. Harbor going to get a nice pick. And now he's going to be able to delay. He should be able to get it half. But the pool's coming out from the side of Astra. The delay from Wolf and Knight. He's going to be able to get a kill from this shock dart. He might be able to kill him again with this shock dart. He doesn't. I don't know if he has enough time, but the shorty comes from Redefy. And the BM. Wow. What a great job from Eastern tying this up. It is 3-3, and Redefy is heating up. Yes, his PJs have emojis, but it doesn't matter because he's clicking heads.
He absolutely is, and I'm so happy to see him be able to step up in this map, because it's not often that the team, the IGL gets the opportunity to really shine in a lot of these matches, because they're so busy just trying to make sure every piece is going where it needs to go. And for him to be able to have the chance to not just lead the team, but to also lead the team in kills and to start building up a great KDA for himself. I mean, this is what you want to see
from your IGL.
Yeah, from your IGL, and every player stepping up in a big way. Eastern seems to be untouchable, but we are going to be taken out with at least one op shot here leading off this round.
Yeah, and I think Ohio saving up for that op was very important for them, but it doesn't matter. Again, Eastern playing super aggressive with these ults. First they use the Yor ult, now they use the Astra ult, and they're going to be able to get onto A site for free, but a pick from Sova is going to get one, and now Lumac is going to be able to get another pick, playing very cheeky on that Astra wall, but Ohio is responding. They're going to push out with the Yor ult, and Alec is going to be able to get cleared out here. They're going to know where he's at. They're looking for some ults here. He gets out. He gets some whiffage. Oh, no. Mako going to try and ult him out, but he gets the kill. Lumac going to be able to get two with some early crazy shots. Looking for a spam. He's got Redefy on the flank. He has to delay as much time as possible. He's looking for the flash. I don't know if he knows he's sticking. They might just be able to pull this, but the spam from Lumac gets 4. Can he get the ace? He might be able to do this. There's half. He goes. He swings. He gets the ace. Lumac unlocking and untouchable.
What a legend. What a legend. This guy was not a part of this roster at the start of this year. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine just where we would be if we didn't have him on this roster? I mean, Lumac is the greatest surprise to ever touch EMU Esports. He came out of nowhere. He came out of nowhere, and he's here today taking names, and we couldn't be prouder. I mean,
That
what a fantastic
was just
showing.
a great job, playing so composed. He wasn't even supposed to be last alive there, and he found a way either way to clear out 1v5. An exceptional job out of Lumac on the Yoru. And now going into the next round, an aggressive pace again from Alec, just running at them and gets one.
Wow.
The clear's coming out. No trades from the side of Ohio, but we get another one. Wolfenite gets one, Jet gets another one, and now we're gonna again going into a 4v3. EMU is up, looking good. The save round from Ohio. This is going to be a tough round win, but they have a flank on this Jet side. I don't know how. Blue Mac gets one. Jet's going to be able to get another one from this flank, being able to cross through. Alec gets another one, and now he's left. Now Jet's left in a 3v1. Gets one. Nice shots from Flitz here, and now he's going to be able to potentially get the bomb, but Alec is going to pop the Neon ult and just try and delay as much as possible while this guy's looking for picks. He gets another one. The
That's
shot,
four.
maybe another ace coming out, but the delay from Redefy, the IGL playing composed,
Oh
and the ace, but I
God.
don't know if he has enough time. He gets the ace, but does he get the round win? He gets
does.
the round win.
Wow. Ace
and
for
an
ace.
exceptional play, an ace for ace. You don't see that every day. And Ohio responding, Flitz, way to go.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic flank here, starting it all off with a pick onto Wolfenite. Going to be pressing into the site here, finding one pick onto Lumac. And I mean, honestly, that might have been what did it. He shut down the player on EMU that was on fire, and he was able to step in here with a lot of confidence from there and took the rest of the round in hand.
Yeah,
Ohio's here.
Yeah, Ohio's here. I would have seen a little bit more of the delay push from the side of Eastern, but it doesn't matter. They're going fast again. Wolfenite's going to be able to ult. Sova's ulting. Yoru's ulting. Hiccup's going to get the pick. He's learned that this aggressive play, he needs to stay back. And Ohio's fast rotating. Lumac's going to get out of the ult. Gets one. And we're still pushing on. Lumac looking to flash. He gets, and the shutdown from the Jet gets the pick. And now it is a 4v2. Wolfenite going to get hit by the shock dart and the slowing down. Ohio is ready and prepared. Wow, the shutdown. They're controlling this pace right now.
Yep, only 2 players remaining from the side of Eastern, and it's not a particularly strong outlook for us. A 2 versus 4 situation isn't what you want to really see. I mean, Eastern could potentially try to force a rotator here over to A site, but by the time they get the bomb down, you know, they're not going to have a lot of time to defend themselves or get to good position. So I think they're trying to wait out this B site, but Ohio is sniffing them out. This strategy is not necessarily going to be easy going.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ohio was able to clutch up. That was kind of expected there. But hey, 4-5. I've seen worse for us on this map. I've seen worse.
4-5, and we have to remember this is Ohio's pick.
Yeah.
You know, this is a map that they feel confident on.
Yes.
They probably studied and worked this comp out very well. So they're feeling very confident, and 4-5 on defense is not bad. It's not bad. Both teams are doing well. They're going, honestly, punch for punch right now. A lot of right hooks being thrown from both teams. Just very, strong plays, aggressive timing. And Eastern just, again, going to what they like on this save round, going towards this B side, playing aggressive. And now they're going to look to clear out mid. Mako's prepared, though. He's not prepared.
Wow,
he gets
so
juked
fast.
out. Michael Vick's in the map. Alec is just playing the jukes, playing fast. He gets the stun, but they don't clear out the Astra. He's going to be able to get one. Yoru's going to be able to get 2. Lumac gets 1. He's going to be able to kill the Astra. Now it's just a 3v3 upgraded guns for the side of Eastern, but still, can they get this round win on another save? Flights has another thing to say. The Jet gets a pick, and now it's a 2v3. Alec is one shot. He gets the spam, just a little bit of tapping there. Wolfenite looking for another pick, and now they're enclosing on the site. They get both. They clear them out. And wow, what a try from Eastern.
Yep.
A good, honest save round. They get the bomb down. They get 2 there, excuse me. Good round on save, but Ohio playing very well.
Yeah, they're capitalizing where they need to capitalize on. Eastern was definitely going to be exposed coming into this round. Making some great plays to step into it. But, holding a site down with stingers, that's going to be hard, man. I mean, not many teams are going to ever be able to pull that off. So, Eastern's going to find themselves now squarely at 4-6. Time to shoot back, time to fight back, time to bring it up to 6-6. And we'll see what happens in the second half.
Yeah, I think we have to really pinpoint these ult orbs here. This is going to be really important for Ohio. They've almost got Yoru's ult again, and they're getting close to that Sova ult, whereas Eastern, they're getting very close to the A ult, or to the Viper ult, and we honestly should be seeing an A ult from Viper here. He's going to be able to get the ult orb with this plant down, I think. Or if they don't let him plant, but it doesn't matter. Lumac gets one, and I would love to see Eastern potentially pull out this ult here to really secure this round and make this a little bit easier. But he's still not going to be able to get the ult here.
Redefy is a deep flank.
Very deep flank, and I think they're not prepared at all for this. But Lumac doesn't care because he's playing super aggressive. He flashes, and he's going to be looking to pick one off.
Oh, Redefy. He's about to pick out.
Flank. This is going to be really big, but the Astral Wall from the side of Ohio comes in to cut across the map. They're going to swing on to the Wolfenite, gets the pick on there, and the flank from Lumac gets a pick. Now, Redefy also being able to be on the flank too. They're not prepared. He gets one, but he has to be careful of this wall. The delay from Redefy is going to be really big here, and will they find him? Alec, Redefy being able to get one. Alec gets another one.
Cleaning
and
him up.
Great round 5 to 6 there for Eastern. Great job, and I love that flank from Redefy.
Yeah, that was clinical. That was a clinical execution. We had an A plan and a B plan and a C plan. And I mean, you're not just seeing genius coming from the pure talent of these guys when it comes to their gunplay. You're seeing genius in how we're planning and executing these rounds, you know, and this is this all played out exactly to plan. Ohio realistically had no shot. You know, after we had reached a certain point about halfway through that round, the odds of them being able to clutch up based on the position everyone is in, based on the utility used, Eastern had that one locked down. And I think that they're consistently going to be finding this angle. We're going to see what happens up next here, but they're going to be starting off with a bit more of a slower default take, which is a little different than I think they've been doing recently. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I like this change of pace. You're going into, but these last 2 rounds, you really want to, or this last round, you want to change the pace, and Comfy playing very slow, being able to get that pick onto the harbor. That's going to be very big, and it's going to be able to open up the map, and honestly, it's going to be able to open up their favorite site onto B. Already EMU shifting over to the side of B. They know harbor is not there, and now they're going to pop the Euro ult that they have. They also have the Astra ult, and
wow,
the Jet's going to be able to pick one off with the op, but Wolfenite gets the trade before he can get out, and now they're going to have the site for free. Wolfenite going to look to ult here. It is last round. Try and find anything that you can here, and the Hiccup's going to be able to get the pick. Yoru's going to have his ult, and now it's going to be a retake from the side of Ohio in a 3v2.
Yeah, Eastern has to clutch up here. We're looking for a square way to end this off. Wolfenite going to go down 1 for 1 there. Wolfenite going to be, actually, no, he's still up. He's going to be fighting it out. He's going to find the clutch. That's a 4-piece for Wolfenite. The truth has spoken once again. You can't take him out of the game. If he's the last man standing, you've got no chance. Eastern finding a great way to clutch up this first half.
And I need to see a replay. I think he had 2 bullets in his gun at that last shot. That was insane. Gets 1 here, and now you think this round is unstoppable. Had 6 bullets. Look, and the flick. Oh my gosh. That is just an insane play. And you talk about star power that Eastern has. Wolfenite's one of them. The truth always will be spoken.
Absolutely. It's the good book, man. Maybe, okay, never. I'm not going to go there. But you know, it's been great. It's been great to watch. You know, like we're trying to have fun commentary. You know, so you got to be careful what we say sometimes.
But man,
you know,
it's just an insane job from there, and now we're going to be going into the second half here, starting off very quick here, pistol round, and let's see what Ohio does with this attack-sided comp, if you may say. Wolfenite gets a shock dart kill, and what is going on here? Lumac looking to get some picks, but Jet's going to be able to get some nice shots. Wolfenite gets another one. He gets a third. Comfy going to get the trade with the shorty, and now it's looking like a round win. It is a 3v1 for Ohio, and Cam looking for anything that he can. It doesn't matter. The right click comes out of Comfy, and that is going to be a 7-6 pistol round. Finally, Eastern getting a pistol round here.
Yeah, no, I think is that the first pistol we've won, maybe? I can't remember the series. We won the second half of the first map. But, hey, I mean, the second halves are, this is where I guess our pistol rounds shine. And, I mean, if history repeats itself, we went into the last half, I think, down, like they'd taken 6 rounds. We won the pistol, and then it was kind of just like,
Cakewalk.
it was cakewalk after that. We were kind of big chilling. So I'm ready to, I'm cozy. I'm sitting back.
Big chillin' vibes from the director here.
Yes,
but
sir.
Alec looking to save here, get some picks. He denies the orb. I think he actually gets one. Wolfenite on the other side of the map in mid gets also another one from his pick with the Bulldog. So ready to start the round on the save here of Ohio. They are down to down to 3 players, and they have to really change up the vibe here and slow down. It's a pistol round. You're looking to just get some orbs and possibly just try and get some ult orbs and get up and see where you can work around the map. But already this is starting to look very bad. And if I'm on the side of Ohio, I think you just kind of go for it, try and get the bomb down here and get some money. But Eastern is looking to deny this. They're heavy onto this B, and Comfy is not letting anything go. The spam early, I don't really know about that. Lumac is there to back him up, gets 2 picks with the Outlaw.
Dangerous.
And it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get anything here. Harper's going to try and get out, but Lumac has other reasons. He has the shorty. He misses both shots. Oh, no. But Alec gets the trade. A little bit of whiffage from the side of Eastern. An interesting early spray from Comfy, but it doesn't matter. Eastern's too good. They clean up that up round for them. The save for Ohio was looking okay, but not being able to make much work of it. Doesn't get the bomb down. No really ult orbs that they were able to grab besides one. And so this is looking good for Eastern. And honestly, from Ohio, even though they have a full buy, some of them are going to have to get half armor, no really big ults that they can work on. So again, they're going to have to really change this pacing because this slow vibe is not really working for them. They're getting picked off really early on into the map. I'd really like to see a change of pace from the side of Ohio.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something. Eastern really didn't even buy very many weapons. They still don't even have very many weapons. And it still looks not even close. So there's got to be some kind of big adjustment coming for Ohio here. But playing offense now, I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to execute this. Harbor strat's got to look a lot different. He is going to curve his wall around. They're going to try to push out here. And no casualties just yet, but they're going to be trading out here with Redefy soon.
And Redefy just playing very, very slow. He knows that they're going to try and push out. Redefy gets one, but he gets traded out by the Jet. And now they're going to be looking to crunch in, but there's some shots that are falling from the side of Ohio. They're able to make a couple of guys weak, and now they're just looking. But Wolfenite's going to look to creep over through. They have to clear this Jet on the box. This is going to be a really big pick from Eastern. They have to use some util. Some delay comes out from the side of Ohio. They get the stuns, and they're going to be able to get the 2 picks onto Alec and Wolfenite. And now Comfy on the flank, just looking to get anything. He's going to be able to get the delay off, get a little bit of spam. That's a big kill. It's a 2v3, 1v3 now. Lumac gets picked off, and he only has a ghost looking to just get a gun and possibly get out.
Yeah, the economy for Eastern is looking really strong here. Not going to be able to win this round. Going to be able to find a few picks, though. And honestly, that's not bad. That's not bad. We have so much money.
On a bonus round like this, being able to get another pick, that is really big. Comfy making able to make that round hard for Ohio. I mean, that is just a stroke of just elegance with those shots. It was beautiful, but now Ohio has to be careful with their economy. That was a full buy from them, and they lost 4 people. That's 4 guns that they lost on a bonus round for Eastern. That is not good. You want to be able to save those weapons, and so now we're going to see another half buy from Ohio because being able to get those picks from Comfy was really big.
Yeah, Eastern's going to be able to comfortably buy for the foreseeable rounds, whereas Ohio's on death's door. If they slip up, if they lose very much. From here, I mean, they're going to be slipping and sliding, and the rounds aren't going to come very easily for them.
And some aggressive pushing
really great start
from
for them.
Ohio gets the early TP, and they're going to be able to get one. Comfy gets one. Wolfenite being able to support gets another one. Comfy gets 2. And they're not letting up. Comfy is not letting them plant for free. Wolfenite is also here. Comfy gets a 3rd. The anchor is holding it down. Wow, and Alec being able to finish up the round. And man, oh man, you've got to take him out. Comfy is the name on B. It's his site. You better be careful.
Yeah, I mean, he really reminds me of the Industrial Revolution.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we had real iron anchors, we're throwing bags of rocks down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a real iron anchor. He's what you think of when you got a pirate ship.
Yeah.
That thing ain't moving.
Yeah.
He's not moving. He's locking you down.
No, he
He's tough.
He's tough.
He's tough.
He's made out of iron. He's got that grit.
Absolutely.
And Lumac looking to start early, but the Jet says otherwise. Fliss is looking to get a pick, and they're going to look to get that gun. Yoru going to be able to get picked, but he's going to be stuck here. Comfy knows he's going to try and get the kill, but he's going to be able to escape. He gets the TP, and Yoru is one. Fallout is one shot, a little tickle to the toe, and he's dead. But
he's gonna pass off the gun,
being
though, right?
able to lose one, yeah, I think the smart thing here is to pass off the gun. But Redefy doing an interesting push. It works though. He's able to get one, get the Jet ult, get two, get three, and wow, Redefy is setting the tone on mid. You better come correct.
That was great. That was so great. He completely baited them out. They were all aiming to the door. He twisted around and got them all.
Beautiful shots, and now the mid push is going to be looking great here. Comfy be able to get two there, and you talk about an anchor. Man, oh man, he can move, pick him up, move to mid, and gets 2 kills. Great job, but Redefy, if we can check that out, man, oh man, he was able to get some early picks. Jet with an early pick there, and look at these shots. Being able to kill the Jet ult really shut them down. And then, oh wait, I can just turn around, flick on 2, and beautiful shots. Being able to finish off that round. Comfy with nice 2 shots there. Great job from Eastern, being able to shut down again this Ohio economy.
Yeah, this is such cerebral play coming in from Eastern.
Cerebral. I love that word.
Absolutely. We're smart. We're smart. We're at a university. This is collegiate esports, baby.
Yes, sir. We have vocab here. Big vocab words here. Eastern looking to defend. Comfy with 1 bullet left. Being able to get one, gets the spam out. And now we're going to be able to see that Viper ult go down. But it doesn't matter. Eastern on the flank. Heavy. They're going to be able to crunch down like a PB&J sandwich. You got to eat that baby up.
Eat it.
Oh, and it doesn't matter. They get the picks. Wolfenite there. Does he get the 1 here? They're going to shock dart him out. They're baiting him out. But he gets 2.
Wolfenite gets
and now
2.
we're looking at a 1v1. Astra versus Astra, the ult out of Redefy, but he chooses not to use it. He's going to play cheeky. Hiccups there, the reshot. Oh, and Hiccup gets the 4th, and the better Astra wins that round.
That round, yeah. I mean, that was a 4-piece pickup there for Astra. He was feeling hot there. I mean, in that kind of momentum, it's hard to beat it. It's really hard to beat it in that 1-versus-1 situation. But you know what? That's still not the worst outcome, but, you know, the economies might be a little bit more balanced. I mean, honestly, though, how many guns do they keep? They keep 1 gun?
Yep, they keep 1 gun, and I don't know if he picked up that op.
Yeah.
The op, I think, went down, so no op on this side, and, I mean, it's going to be kind of a little bit rough there, but that was kind of big. And so we're going to see another, like, half buys from both sides because of these. A lot of kills are going out. A lot of people are losing their lives. A lot of guns are not being able to be saved, and the plants, the spikes aren't able to go down as well. And so we're going to be seeing a lot of these scrappy buys right now on a map that really relies heavy on like having good guns. There's such a lot of long range fights here that are going on, but it doesn't matter. Comfy's going to be able to see them mid. Does he going to do the molly there for mid, but Ohio looking for an A split, but Redefy is prepared. He's on A main. He backs up. Lumac's here to back him up. Flights gets 1.
Wow,
Lumac gets another.
3.
Lumac gets 3. He might get 4. He's feeling tasty, but he doesn't. The Guardian is dangerous in that man's hand.
Yeah, he's going to be looking for more. And this kill-based momentum is so real in Valorant. Lumac looking at 3 already. I'm going to be excited to see if he can pull out the ace.
And this drone, the
Alex
read,
find
Alec
1.
is going to be able to find 2 there. The drone was so beautiful. Ohio thought that he was very close after that drone wall, and so they pushed it to force onto Wolfenite, but Alec was there to back him up and gets 2 easy picks, and Eastern with another round win. This is a back and forth game right now.
Yeah, no, it is really, really, really awesome to watch. And, you know, it is back and forth. Ohio has gotten their rounds, but, you know, I would say consistently, Eastern's been winning where it matters. You know, they've been the team that's been coming out on top and being able to apply the pressure where they need. And the pressure shows. They have guns. Ohio doesn't going into this round.
And you have a guy like Comfy, an anchor, 22 kills right now. He is playing phenomenal, holding down this B site, making Ohio think they can't even go B. And then Lumac just hitting shots that are insane. Ohio really has to change their pace, and because of that, they're looking to go mid. Wolfenite is here, though. The dart's going to come out. They don't break it. It doesn't scan anyone, but they have to be careful. Mid is in total control out of the side of Ohio.
Eastern is going to be playing a pretty split up defense here. Comfy kind of fine too. I didn't even see that. That was crazy.
Comfy is just playing outside of his mind. He's walking outside of B. Oh, and Alec doesn't get the kill. They're going to be able to pick up 2. Wolfenite gets the trade, and now this is going to be a race to B. Who can get to B site first? Wolfenite going to get some shots off. Lumac gets wall bang.
Wow.
That is a very unfortunate rotate, but you just have to delay. If you're on the side of Eastern, this delay is very important. He gets one. Wolfenite with the ult. Mako is beautiful. Redefy with the early flank, and I think Hiccup is aware. This man has been playing phenomenal this series, been playing very decent, and Redefy gets his get back, the revenge from earlier this round.
He
gets the shot in the back, and now Eastern with another round win. It started off scrappy. They finished it off well. Comfy is playing phenomenal.
I mean, this is everything you wanted to see and more from this team. Not a single player from Eastern hasn't done their job and hasn't done it with excellence. Even throughout this entire series, it's been consistency. It's been dominance. You know, you see what, like 7 rounds in the last map. You see 8 rounds here for Ohio now. It doesn't really feel like that to me. Still, I feel like if you catch Eastern even on some of our stronger positions, stronger maps, stronger agents, whatever, it would be even worse. You know, like this is the weakest you'll ever see Eastern Michigan University Esports, and it's still so heartbreakingly dominant for everyone else that I mean it's just never something that it's not something we've ever had the pleasure of having at this university before. I'm so excited to continue seeing this, and we still got one more round to play here. So
yeah, and we're going to get a timeout from Ohio to really rethink the thoughts and change this pacing. But Eastern just, again, talk about dominance. Comfy sitting at 24-13 on Viper.
Yep.
This map is becoming his. The anchor of this team is just not giving way. I mean, he is holding down that B site. I don't think they've had a successful B take or a successful B plant and round win from the side of Ohio. But Lumac, let's get back to the round. Lumac gonna play super aggressive here. He's gonna be able to read this. Oh, is massive. He's reading Fiverr here, and that confident arrogance from Lumac being able to ult out and just try and kill. They sit him down. It doesn't matter. Redefy gonna be able to get a trade, and now we're looking into a 3v4 from Eastern. They don't know Wolfenite is there. There was 2 there, and now the flanks are coming out. The shock darts are also coming out from the side of Eastern. This wall is going to be huge. The flash comes out. Comfy gets 1. He's going to look to get another one. He gets the trade. Redefy gets the trade, and now Wolfenite's going to be able to crunch in from the flank. Cam is left in a 1v1. Redefy left in another 1v1 again to save Eastern. Will he win it this round? Same area, same shots, different outcome, and he wins the round. Match point, round over, game over, 2-0. Eastern with a phenomenal performance.
That was such a confident way to cap it all off. Eastern held nothing back. They threw everything at the wall, and it stuck. Eastern Michigan coming out clutch. Lumac giving all thumbs up. And I just want to mention, on top of that leaderboard today was Comfy, and what a turnaround. At the end of Tuesday, Comfy was distraught. You know, it was one of those moments where he knew he could have played better. It was one of everybody has a bad day, and that was his. And he comes out on Thursday and does this amount of damage. There is no such thing as failure when it comes to this team. It only makes you stronger. And it has made them so much stronger today. Every single player stepping up in a huge way for Eastern Michigan. And, you know, these guys, I can't wait to watch more. You know, we have a really, really great lineup coming up soon. So I think we're going to have a guest come on here to chat about just how you know, this difference kind of came to fruition, because, you know, this match was so different from Tuesday, and I'm really interested to learn why.
Yeah, and so here, hello all, we are joined by Comfy here, playing the Viper on map 2 Breeze. Talk us through what it is that makes you such a hard anchor on that B. I don't think they had a successful round on B that whole map when you were there.
What makes me a successful anchor? I think it's my team, honestly. I mean, my IGL, my team, they trust me to sit there and just do what I do and let me fight. And they know they gotta give me my util. Once it's there, it's over. No matter who's there, it's over.
And so I heard you over there. You were playing very aggressive, playing just shots were super calm. Kind of walk us through what was kind of the game plan for you going into this map.
Don't repeat Tuesday.
Okay.
Don't be a bot. Hopefully shoot them in the head before they shoot me, you know? That was the
and
game
it worked
plan.
out perfectly. You dropped
Easy.
25 kills in an astounding game from you. And honestly, one more question for you, Comfy. Looking forward into the next couple of matches that you have in this league, what and who is stopping Eastern?
No one.
No one.
Absolutely no one. I mean, I love everyone in this league. I've been playing against them for a long time, and everyone on their best day can win. But no one's stopping us if we play like this and play the way we should.
And one more question for you, Comfy. Looking at these standings here, that you guys are literally haven't lost a single game. What teams are you kind of looking forward to possibly play? I know Akron, you guys haven't played them, and they're looking kind of hot.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's who we're looking to play, right? I mean, we've this year we were 2-1 against them in the first semester, so we're looking to hopefully keep strong on them and show them why we're a dominant force to be reckoned with and keep that moving into playoffs. And I personally am wanting to play against Miami, my former team, and just have some fun with them.
Yeah, I mean, they have I don't know if you've been keeping up. Their basketball team's insane right now.
Basketball is very good.
They're untouchable, but you guys are untouchable. So they gotta play you guys on the Valorant and see if they can win. But I don't think it's gonna look too well for them. Any last words for the league and for tonight's performance? I mean, again, the breeze was phenomenal out of you.
Yeah. I mean, some last comments. I mean, shout out to the team. I mean, they all let us each other, strive and be who we are. We all trust each other to the fullest, and without them, with each individual part, we wouldn't be who we are. And again, big shout out to Steven the IGL. He's a huge part of why we succeed, and I feel like he doesn't get enough credit. Everyone's always love Lumac. We all love Lumac. Everyone's like Lumac. Without Steven Redify, I don't know if we're the same team.
Yeah, no, we actually really highlighted that beginning of Breeze. He was playing phenomenal. Set the tone for you guys in that beginning match. And so, yeah, you make up a good point. I mean, you need a good IGL to walk you through every round and set up the tone and set the pacing and also set up the plan for the playmaking for that round. So you guys been doing a phenomenal job. And your backbone, like you said, your IGL, Redify's been doing a great job. And honestly, you guys as a team have been doing exceptional. Your fundamentals are great. I mean, your foundation is phenomenal. Anytime that you guys are battle tested, your adaptation to rounds is beautiful. A lot of these teams at this collegiate level don't have that adaptation skill that you guys really bring to the table, and it's kind of what makes you guys very different in this league. This is something that you see from more of a tier 2, tier 3 league or team, that adaptation, that quick response time to change their game plan. Who's really doing that behind the scenes? Is that coaching? Is that practicing? Where's that coming from?
Honestly, it's all of the above. I mean, it's coming from coach, it's coming from Steven, it's coming from each individual player in the mid round. We're like, yo, they're for example, for me, I'm like, yo, I know this guy's doing this every round. Yo, Steven, can we do this? Boom, we adjust. Yo, Alex says, yo, I know I can kill this guy on this timing. Let me do it. Boom, we do it. It's just that trust I was talking about and that hard practice we've been putting in. It's that trust and practice, and with that combination, we just can't lose, and as long as we keep, trusting each other.
Yeah, well, for the terrible teams in the ESC League, he just gave you a couple nuggets, so you might want to replay that a couple times, because there's still some teams that haven't gotten a win, so maybe take some nuggets. Comfy, thank you for joining us.
Thank
you
you.
did a phenomenal job on Breeze. That is
Great
it
work.
for us
Great
tonight
work.
from the side of from inside the Eagles' nest.
W-Praxash, apparently.
Yes.
I was told to say that. W-Praxash.
And so
Okay.
we are here. We'll be leaving you guys. Have a great week. Enjoy the rest of the week. We got some upcoming games this next week that are going to be phenomenal. And again, thank you, Comfy. Thank you, EMU Esports, for letting Zach sleep well tonight. And 2-0 win. Eastern sitting on top of the ESC still. They can't stop us. They won't stop us when you got the truth.
That's true. Absolutely.